afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Vietnam. My name is Jann, and I represent the head of ecosystem and strategic partnerships at WSPN. We are the issuer of WUSD, which is now a native stablecoin on Viction chain. Right. So with my background actually in banking and payments technology, my work actually includes bridging stablecoins to the world of use cases in a traditional banking system, financial system, and in future also the Web3 ecosystem. So very honored to have with me today Richmond Teo. Mr. Richmond Teo is actually the founder and co-founder of Zark Labs, an AI-enabled blockchain infrastructure. And he was also the co-founder of Paxos. So he's actually one of the industry veterans that we all know, very familiar with. And he has launched many of the most regulated and also most adopted stablecoins around the world. So Rich himself, he has a great wealth of experience within the blockchain and Web3 ecosystem. And he will be today sharing with us his journey as well as his newest developments. So the AI technology essentially will help to make transactions even smarter than before, and we'll be looking forward to the chat then. So today we'll be talking about the money reimagined, stablecoins, and the future of financial systems. So within this ecosystem and this space, we look forward to transforming how money is being thought of, and also transforming the way value is being transferred around the system. Okay, so before we begin on that, we still want to listen to a little bit of Rich's story, how he came from establishing one of the earliest stablecoins on the markets to what he's developing now with AI. So Rich, would you mind sharing with the audience a bit about myself?
Sure, thanks a lot. Hi everyone, my name is Rich Teo, and super happy to be with you guys today. My journey in crypto and industry started around 2011. We incorporated, I co-founded Paxos, which was incorporated in 2011. And since then, we've built that company into a globally regulated crypto firm. We've done crypto brokerage, crypto exchange, and many years ago, before it was called RWAs, we had a tokenized asset division. The world's largest, I believe, still tokenized gold is on us, and we've launched quite a few stable coins, including stable coins for Facebook, PayPal, and exchanges like Huobi and Binance, and of course some of our own stable coins as well. Right now, we got our first license in 2015. That's the NYDFS trust license in 2015, and we launched stablecoins in a regulated manner around 2018, and we've had quite a few stablecoins that were successful to date. So in terms of the journey, it's been quite exciting. In the early days there was a lot of issues with crypto. There was a lot of confusion. A lot of education was needed, and then there was a long journey of dealing with how we can build and trust with banks. The fiat layer has always been extremely important in the industry. And of course, dealing with regulators and helping regulators understand crypto a lot better. So there's been a lot of movements and shifts in the industry, and now it's very exciting because we're at the stage where I think that global regulators understand crypto quite well, and that took north of 10 years. And more and more banking institutions are getting involved and more interested in crypto with that growth. So I think it's the best time we've ever seen in crypto to be building not just Web3 businesses, but also real world businesses, and how that linkage could really help everyone.
Thank you, Rich. I think that was a great journey. And a lot of the journey Rich has put in a lot of hard work into the industry, making him one of the most established industry leaders. So we're really very lucky, all of us here, to have him around today. So Rich, actually, I have the next question for you. The topic today is money reimagined. So we have been hearing this, I think, through my career, which is just a short 4 to 5 years in the crypto industry. We hear that a lot. So money reimagined, what is exactly broken or needs to be fixed in the traditional financial system that stablecoins can come in to help improve on?
So, it's when people talk about stable coins and crypto, we can transact very fast, very cheaply, frictionlessly throughout any users in the world. And I think that, when we think about it, everyone seems to think that it's a price or speed issue that we're trying to solve for. But the reality of it is that most of this slowness and cost in the industry is largely driven, it's not really a bug, it's a feature of the system. And it's important to think about that as we kind of build the new layer on top of it. So, if we imagine a world where people can very safely, quickly, frictionlessly transact throughout the financial system, we'll need to really solve for things that are very expensive in the financial system today. The first one being consumer fraud detection. The second one really being regulatory requirements that, domestic jurisdictions or anything else would require, and that's very expensive to do. Then, of course, there's the security and risk involved with every single transaction. And that's what really, costs a lot of money in today's payments banking systems. And I think that the future of money needs to basically more efficiently solve for those expensive, costly things, and not just simply fast movement of money.
I think Rich raised a very good point for the audience today. There are certain rules and regulations put in place that slow things down for the traditional banking system. They are there for a purpose. They are there for the protection of assets for each and every one of us. They are also there to protect the transactions that cross border for institutions in billions of dollars every single day. So while we think about innovation and how we can make things faster, cheaper, do we really only care about time and cost? Or do we really care about the safety of funds? So I'll leave the thought to you guys on that. And I also want to check on the next topic, which is relating still to stablecoin. It is not known and it is not a speculative asset. So differently from your Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? Stablecoins do not make you a billionaire or a millionaire in the next 5 years. So, Rich, where do you see the most interesting or impactful and powerful real-world use cases in stablecoins today?
I think stablecoins are used a lot in cross-border payments today, and it's very efficient for trade financing as well. I think that what people have been talking about the most, which I think would be very exciting, is actual payments, that involves getting a lot of traditional payments companies involved. The banking system involved. And I think the future of it would be that stable coins would be the main means in which people transact online. Whether it's today in the Web 2 world or in the Web 3 world and many iterations in the future, I think that could be the building blocks of payments. And really, it's just limited by imagination right now, every single thing that stable coins can do, and a lot more functionality that can be built into it.
Thanks, Rich. So we were at the dinner yesterday night, and we were just having these conversations around how we had to change Vietnam Dong before arriving in Vietnam today. We are from Singapore. So very thankful for our colleague who is sitting off stage right now. She actually reminded all of us to change Vietnam Dong. So we were imagining a world in future where everyone can come to Vietnam, swap their USDT, USDC, whichever stablecoin they have and wish to hold, into a Vietnam Dong-based stablecoin. And this stablecoin would then be accepted at merchants, both on and offline in Vietnam. So the same works for you guys when you visit Singapore or anywhere else for conferences, events. Imagine the convenience and time saved for you to travel anywhere you want with the dollars right in your wallet. Okay, so coming back, I want to speak a little bit more about regulations, risks, and the stablecoin environment. We have seen like the industry, especially for Rich, he has seen the industry through its nascency. And for that, there is a lot of regulatory developments that happen over the past 10 years. All right. So from the regulatory front row, how has the landscape changed since your Paxos days? And are we really moving towards convergence or divergence in the global landscape?
I think it depends on what area of regulation. Globally, what we've seen converging is what are the basic rules of stablecoins and what keeps stablecoin assets safe and what the composition of the backing of stablecoins should be. So back in the day, we always had to explain to people the concept of bankruptcy remoteness. That's a lot more easy to understand right now. Stablecoin issuers should generally be issuing from a bankruptcy remote company. So if the actual company collapses, the holders of stablecoins are safe. And now there's more or less standard rules in which what you should be backing your stablecoins with. U.S. Treasuries if it's U.S. dollar-based stablecoins, and what are the further rules on that, and make sure that client funds are saved, and what is the acceptable level of disclosure. And I think what is converging more or less is the types of currency. So as it continues to grow, more countries are adopting, I guess, more protectionistic views on how stablecoins should be. Many countries don't want dollarization of their domestic economies. So that aspect of it is converging, just like how I think currencies generally view that. But it's something that will have to balance over time.
Indeed. So regulations, I guess you guys have been here since the morning. So Vietnamese government and all governments around the world, they are actually very forthcoming in how they view regulations around the developments of the Web3 economy. And I think more and more each country's developments have been pretty positive. So we actually look forward to what Vietnam's developments will be in the next coming few years and working with you guys a lot more. All right? So one question for the builders in the audience today. Rich, what do you think, is there one or a couple of things that builders often overlook when they are developing stablecoin infrastructure or payment infrastructure projects?
I think that based on a lot of projects that are coming out right now, I think it's quite obvious that when you want to grow money, you need distribution networks. I think that that has been very narrowly defined for a lot of builders today. I think distribution networks shouldn't just be one partner with a lot of accounts. Fundamentally, when you think about building a stablecoin, it's like building a new form of money. It's more of a platform business than it is a distribution business. So, I think that I see more and more stablecoins either being linked to a single large distribution platform or one core theme. And I think that's not so easy to grow. So thinking about it more from a distribution standpoint would be advantageous.
Indeed. So in Vietnam, we have come upon quite a lot of partners through Viction's introduction. And there are a lot of projects that are currently built on-chain right now around DeFi, around gaming, around payment infrastructure. So this is something that we all have to keep in check and keep in note while we are building. So an idea is great, as we have been in the industry for a while. There are a lot of great ideas out there, but this question, which is very well answered by Rich, really helps you to understand a little bit on what is the missing piece. What are you not thinking about yet? Okay, so hope that gives you some thought. And the next question will be for Rich, actually, because Rich is currently with Zark Labs, which is building AI tools in order to enhance blockchain infrastructure even more and make it even smarter. So for Rich, how do you think this AI infrastructure and tool that you are currently building intersects with the stablecoin infrastructure? And is there a point in future where AI will come on to regulate, or it will come in as a very powerful tool to govern on-chain financial systems?
So I guess, basically the evolution of stablecoins has been freedom of money stablecoins, very well-regulated stablecoins, algorithmic stablecoins, yield-bearing stablecoins, which is proliferating today. But I think the future will be smart money and smart wallets. And when I say that, I just mean that money that knows not to get hacked, money that knows not to be involved in a scam, money that can audit a protocol before it arrives, and money that can always find yield and do what you want it to do. And with that, because of the nature of blockchain, AI can basically apply that and make money much safer for future use.
Absolutely. So money has transformed in various ways. I think from the history of money, we have seen like how gold, even seashells, right, barter trading, has been used as a transfer of value between people with business or personal interactions. So it has now advanced to the stage where stablecoins can be an on-chain transaction value of money, but also in the future, like what Rich mentioned, the money will grow even smarter. So we look forward to developments in that space, and I think as a community is somewhere that we are all heading towards. And then the next question would be pertaining to stablecoin settlement. So I think time is up. Yeah, but maybe just the final one for all the guys in the room. If we were to each give one piece of advice to the builders in this room on designing the next generation of money, what would it be?
I'll be quick. Money is just a very sensitive thing, and I think that a lot of people want to go big, go global quickly. But I think if you understand your audience in a particular jurisdiction and build something that makes sense from a smaller community, a smaller standpoint, and find that niche, I think that's a lot better than creating a stable coin that you hope everyone in the world would use immediately.
Indeed, indeed. Actually, I have the same piece of advice. Just very coincidentally, we did not rehearse this through. But what we think is all your stable coins and your infrastructure should be built with global connectivity, but hyper-localized in existence, payment behaviors, user habits. So with that, we hope to see more of you guys and the interesting projects that will come forth from Vietnam. And we look forward to having you guys around in Singapore Token 2049 as well. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
See you.